turtleneck snapping.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
We just watched it.
Yeah, the latest movie to come from the MCU, directed by Sam Raimi, so I kind of had high-ish hopes going into this, and also
with a limit though, because it is still an MCU film.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, nowadays, like, especially, I was saying after Endgame, I just don't even really, I kind of just take Marvel movies for what they are, don't really care as much, like...
Because there's no overarching story at the moment. It was
this latest one, it was alright.
It was good.
Like, the first half of the movie I felt was kind of like
slow, a lot of walking around
and boring, and I just didn't really care about anything that was happening.
Because there was nothing happening. There wasn't any character building, there wasn't any... I mean, there was like one scene of character building.
Yeah, literally when they walk on to a fucking button, which would be like character development creator.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, Doctor Strange in this new movie...
Spoiler alert, by the way.
The events of No Way Home are pretty much just like not even... This doesn't even really matter too much. Like, it kind of just continues without acknowledging it too much. There's this new character, this
America Chavez,
diverse young woman introduced into this movie.
We don't know if she's lesbo yet, but...
She had the flag.
Because her parents.
Yeah. So anyway, she's this new character introduced into this movie, and pretty much her power is that she can travel through multiverse, and she's travelled into the current one we know with Doctor Strange.
What was it? 638 or something?
Whatever the fuck the number
Everybody
was.
from the 313. That's what Eminem meant when he sung that.
Yeah.
Everyone from that universe, put your hands up.
America Chavez or whatever. Yeah. I didn't know what her name was. Like, I kept thinking, like, are they calling her America? I thought there was just a weird name, and I'm guessing she must be a character from somewhere.
Fuck yeah.
And anyway, she's pretty much just trying to escape from the villain of the film, who is actually Scarlet Witch.
They reveal that like pretty early on.
Full heel turn, and I hadn't watched WandaVision because I just didn't care. I don't care about the MCU shows at all. So I wasn't really up to date with. I knew that she like took over that town and the shit like that. And pretty much is a full-blown anarchist now.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so Doctor Strange goes to her to be like, oh, yeah, can you help me, like, protect this chick? And then she kind of reveals that she's actually the one after her. She's, like, fully consumed by...
The Darkhold, it's called.
Yeah, whatever it is. And then, yeah, pretty much the entire movie is them just travelling through multiverses, trying to get away from Scarlet Witch. And once they go... Like, they spend a lot of time in this certain other dimension. Like, that area of the film I thought was probably the best part of the film.
We got some big reveals. So we got the Illuminati to begin with.
Which was kind of just, I don't know, like, everyone laughed, but I feel like at that more than with it. Like,
I don't know why they laughed.
What? Because the Illuminati are very important.
But I guess like it's quite it actually is a big comic book thing. Like it's a big Marvel Comics thing. The Illuminati, yeah, like it's a huge storyline.
No, I'm not familiar with the comics. I just watch movies.
Yeah, casual.
But anyway, yeah, there's pretty much like the Illuminati a B-list Avenger. Not even B-list.
No, they are. They're not. In this movie, they are, but like in real life, in the comics, they are actually like the top dogs.
So there's Charles Xavier, who we saw from the trailer, Patrick Stewart, looking 98.
Looking Dwayne.
The Black Captain Marvel from Captain Marvel.
Monica Rambeau.
She loves taking over the roles.
Yeah.
007.
Just looks like fucking John David Washington.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Some other guy called Black Bolt, who I have no idea who that was.
Yeah.
I keep thinking, like, has he been in something before that I've just forgotten? Hasn't. But he's just some other random OP character who dies in about 2 seconds. And the biggest surprise of all, John Krasinski as Reed Richards. I literally was like, what? That was actually sick.
Yeah,
that
Marvel
was sick.
Listening to their fans.
It's literally just like... It's just fan service.
No, I don't think to the extent of...
It didn't take over the movie.
Exactly. He was literally there for about 2 minutes.
Yeah. And it kind of just had him in a role where...
Like, I think he's not going to get given the Mr. Fantastic role.
He's not,
and this is what we settle for. We get to see him. He's not that
important for this story, but like it opens the opportunity for obviously when they do release that Fantastic Four movie. And
bring back Miles Teller.
Yeah, so Doctor Strange has been captured by them in that multiverse, and then it's like, oh yeah, Scarlet Witch is coming after me. She's gonna easily beat you all, and they're like the Jedi and the prequels.
They literally are.
They're not believing. They're just like, no, we're like, whatever, we'll just deal with her when she comes. She literally just walks in and absolutely obliterates all of them in satisfying fashion.
My favourite was the Black... What was his name? Black Adam.
No, it was like Black Bolt or
Black
something.
Bolt,
I
something.
don't even know.
His power is he shoots like he speaks,
He's like Black Canary. He's got like
Yeah.
a vocal.
but like it can kill someone in
screech.
one whisper or something. They said, and he, bloody what's her name? Scarlet Witch gets rid of his mouth.
Yeah.
And he blows himself up by like
From the
trying to
inside.
speak.
Yeah.
And it reminded me so much of The Boys, like that style of death.
I feel like Sam Raimi's direction definitely
Yeah.
contributed to some of like you can definitely tell it was going for some more horror elements like in this movie.
There
with
were quite a few good jump scares.
some jump scares, some good visuals as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, but that scene was easily the best in the movie, just seeing that was literally like a realistic portrayal for the most part of what would happen because
Yeah.
she's been so nerfed in all these movies and then she literally just walks in and just obliterates them satisfyingly as well. Captain Carter thinking she's hard as fuck.
Yeah, that was a very satisfying death.
Yeah, they needed to have that woman-on-woman fight for some reason when realistically, like, not both of them, but, like, she would have been the first to be taken out. Would she not have?
Like-
or maybe she just got kept alive that long because she knew that she could just beat her so easily.
Yeah, probably. Just wanted to make it satisfying for us.
But yeah, that was
One who was actually the hero.
that was a good scene. Like, there were some, like, it wasn't full violent, but there were some images which were a bit more like,
I mean, the head blowing up,
yeah.
Krasinski getting bloody stretched out.
Like, we haven't really seen that many deaths on
Like
screen
no,
like
you
that
don't
in
need,
any other
especially
Marvel
like
movie.
heroes.
Which I feel like was a good
Thing to see.
5 seconds for however long it lasted
Yeah.
of this movie, but still one of the most enjoyable parts of the movie for sure. And like the thing with Scarlet Witch though, her powers are just so inconsistent. Like one scene she'll literally just be like blowing someone up, and then like after she literally kills all them, she's just and snapping Xavier's neck.
That was
and the
very
turtleneck.
nice.
She's I was kind of justifying it by being Xavier in her head might have like weakened her or something before she was going back after them, but after that she has to just be like slowly trudging after them so they have time to escape almost. And so much of this movie I found was just characters just moving at the slowest pace when it's like you should literally be
If
sprinting
you just
right
did
now.
this, you would have like been fine.
They were just so casually walking around when like there was I guess a time frame just didn't even matter because they so accomplished it anyway.
The worst was at the start of the movie where Strange is like holding the fucking beast off and Chavez just stands there doing nothing.
It's like you could have ran.
You could have just ran and got the book.
It looked
and then,
stupid her just standing there just doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then like they have a blast order hold her off, and I'm like, why the fuck are you ever thinking that's working? Like she doesn't.
She's literally been blasting through the previous 5 doors.
Yeah.
And then like they just stop at this one and they expect it to work.
Like there was a shit like that which kind of
just made them look super dumb.
Yeah, and then like the entire third act of when Scarlet Witch finally gets this girl, because her motivation for the whole movie is she wants to get this girl's power to travel through the multiverses so she can have be with her children in another universe, because in every other one she's got kids.
Oh, she doesn't even have kids in her universe, like.
Yeah, which is why she wants to be in the other ones.
Yep.
Which I thought was a pretty reasonable motivation for her to become a full villain. Like, I mean, at this point, she in every movie has pretty much just caused absolute carnage and deserves to be murdered. The whole time was just kind of worrying though. I was like, I bet, just imagine Marvel. She does all this shit wrong, and then at the end,
gets the redemption.
We'll just get a redemption and get to go away with it. So. But yeah, she captures the multiverse bitch, and then Doctor Strange has to fight himself. He's just fights himself in a haunted mansion, finds the novel or whatever to take over his dead body back in the universe, and then beats her, it makes her realise that everything she's done is wrong.
Yep.
Which was just like...
I mean, there obviously there is more to it, but
that's the general gist. And I did actually kind of like the last half of this movie.
It was entertaining.
I thought it was pretty entertaining.
Good action.
Yeah. And
that's what we said though. Everything in Marvel nowadays is just all CGI. Like it's all. It all looks super fake.
The second half of this movie was a lot better looking. I thought. Like the first half, I was like, "That's green screen. That's fake as fuck."
Like when they were standing on the top of the building.
Yeah, and just that whole time they were fighting that octopus, I was like,
obviously you can't really do that stuff, but but
maybe they were just saving the budget for the actual shit that people even wanted to see. I'm guessing. And then Scarlet Witch dead, I guess. No.
Yeah.
Decides to kill
honestly,
herself.
who knows? Who knows?
Decides to kill herself because she just was like, oh yeah, everything I've done.
I mean,
like,
she's still alive in other universes, so
yeah. But that is what needed to happen, though. Like every time she's just having all this sympathy for herself and all that, I'm like, no, you have done so much shit wrong.
Yeah.
And she was blaming Doctor Strange for giving the time stone to Thanos. It's like he literally saw the future and saw that is how he won.
Reminds me of
how he won.
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Mental abusers
Toxic.
and physical abusers.
But no, overall, I thought, like, I was entertained by it.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I was still just kind of alright, I thought. But there were definitely
you're not going to get many Marvel movies nowadays that aren't just alright.
That's the thing, like, I kind of treat the MCU...
It was good for a Marvel movie, I'd say.
I treat the MCU almost just as a TV show where it's like, like, I liked this episode, I didn't like this episode. Like, to me, after Endgame, like, that was pretty much the end. Like, from here on, nothing really matters to me that much as long as I'm just entertained by it.
Yeah.
And so I thought this movie overall, like, was pretty decent. Like, definitely the second half so much more than the first half. Like, that first half I thought was just so boring and I didn't really care what was happening.
Yep.
But yeah, it was alright, I guess. I probably wouldn't rewatch it, though.
It doesn't have much rewatchability.
No.
Maybe the scene where everyone dies, I would go watch that for a laugh.
Yeah.
The crowd for this movie was really annoying. I felt like everybody was opening food at the same time.
I was talking through this whole movie. I didn't give a fuck. Like, when I go watch Marvel movies now, I don't care if I talk through the whole time.
Yeah, fine with like actual talking about points, but when it's like dead quiet and everybody's just trying to open food at the same time,
yeah,
just break it up a bit. Like.
And Doctor Strange's third eye at the end, I guess, getting corrupted when he was like multiverse traveling, and then I don't know what that really means.
What this sets up.
I guess like maybe sometimes he'll be villain, like he'll be conflicted.
Or maybe he has like access to the dark arts or something like that.
Voldemort.
I don't know.
But yeah, this was alright. Like, I definitely, I would say just go see it once, and then yeah, I'd probably just say that with every Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. That was Strange too.
Yeah.
Thor: Love and Thunder coming up next, I guess, and yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I really have to say.
Bad movie. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know what you thought if you saw the movie. Catch you flip side. Bye.
Patrick Stewart, next snap.
Peace.